Welcome everybody to the Latin Nerds Network. My name is Jose and this is my review for The Naked Gun. Of course, continuing from the continuation of the Naked Gun franchise back in the 80s. At a time when comedies were actually made in abundance. They don't see many pure comedies anymore, particularly that spoof kind of comedy, right? With the Naked Gun series, the Airplanes, Hot Shots, Top Secret, even Scary Movie a little bit later. They just don't make them like they used to. So this is kind of one of those movies was attempting to kind of take you back at a special time, particularly in my age. I used to love these movies, the silliness, the stupidness that these movies kind of brought, but they made you laugh, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I was hoping they can try to recapture some of that magic. It's easier said than done. But I'll say this right now. This movie is ridiculous. It's stupid as hell, dumb, outrageous at times. But god damn it, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, what I always say is I'm consistent. A comedy just needs to be funny. It doesn't anything else. Who cares? And this movie is funny, man. I'm happy to say I really enjoyed this. I was laughing a lot, and that's exactly what the movie is going for, and it delivers despite the silliness of it. And it's supposed to be silly and stupid. Those movies thrive on. If you're familiar with those franchises, familiar with that kind of comedy, they really do a good job of capturing that and modernizing it a little bit. And keeping up with the sight gags and the literal kind of play on words comedy that this thing does, and they throw so much at you at a rapid pace, and you might miss some of the jokes depending. And listen, with comedies, it's the most subjective of all in terms of movies and trying to judge them. But always sometimes I watch a movie, people are laughing, I'm not, or vice versa. A lot of people are laughing in the theater. I went to a couple of friends of mine who are not familiar with the originals. I was curious what they will feel about it because you don't see this kind of comedy anymore, and they were cracking up too. So it seems like this may, bode well for any audience, whether they're familiar with Naked Gun or Airplane or not. And that's good, right? Because this is exactly what I wanted to see. I wanted to harken back to those times and listen. Do all the jokes land? No, a lot of jokes don't, but a lot of them do, and it's just. Again, and I wish don't watch any trailers because I don't know. I saw one trailer and I don't want these jokes to get spoiled. I'm not sure what they spoil or don't in terms of the jokes and all that. Sometimes I see a comedy, the best scenes in the film. That happens all the time, in the trailer anyway. But no, this one here, there's is so much laughter and so much just like if you describe some of these scenes, you're like, this is the dumbest movie ever. And maybe that's true, but god damn it, they're doing a way where you laugh and it really knows exactly what it is. There's one scene in particular with Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson, who plays the love interest, who's actually pretty good here. She's having a little bit of a resurgence. Good for her. They have a scene together, and then there's a snowman in there, and it's so stupid, and you're like, what the hell is going on? But I'm laughing all the way, and that's at the end of the day the most important part. Liam Neeson is great, of course, playing Frank Drebin Jr., of course, the son of the original Frank Drebin. Leslie Nielsen played him back in the original series. There's no OJ here, thank God. But listen, this really works. I mean, it's over the top at times, ridiculous. You're not gonna laugh consistently, but there's some good cameos in there. I guess there's some of the last really fall flat in terms of jokes anyway, but most of them do. Not I'm happy to say this is a movie definitely worth watching. And if listen, it's not one you want to go to theaters. You can check this out at home. Get a couple of drinks, blaze up, gummies, whatever. And I think you're really gonna be wildly entertained. And as stupid as I remember these movies being, this one really captures that kind of sensibilities that those movies were. Are they better than that one? I don't know. Who cares? This movie doesn't have to be as good or as the other ones. It just needs to be good. It just needs to be funny. And that's exactly what this movie delivers. So for sure, definitely check it out. I think you're gonna laugh a lot. I know I did, and I don't say it very often, particularly with comedies in over the last 10, 15 years. So for sure, it's a high recommendation of mine, particularly if you're familiar and love the style of jokes that they tell. Some of the jokes to Telegraph, I knew exactly what was going on because I'm just so familiar with the comedic style. A lot of people, young folks, probably won't be. But listen, yeah, it's definitely absolutely fun. So if you comment below, let me know what you guys think about it. If you guys watch it, maybe I'm nuts. Maybe this is stupid, not funny. Maybe, probably, who knows, right? I laugh. That's all that really matters to me. I think a lot of people might find it funny as well. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and feed money to go to the movies and talk about afterwards. See you guys next time.